Hello and welcome to Business Television India. I'm Neeral Desai and you're watching Build Your Portfolio, a show in which we focus on fundamental analysis of stocks to help investors pick stocks on the basis of their strengths for medium to long term. Today we have a mix of cigarette, auto and EPC counters that are in focus. Which are the big players in this space and should you invest in these for the long term? To take this discussion further, joining us is Deepak Jasani, Head Retail HDFC Securities. Welcome to the show, Deepak. To start off with, firstly, in terms of where markets are concerned, right now, the way markets are panning out, to take this conversation forward, do you think that with regards to where valuations are concerned as well, are large caps the new defensives right now?
Good afternoon. Yes, typically large caps as a segment or a group rise and fall slower than the mid caps or small caps. This is because their base is large, they are a little slow to react to changes, and they would typically look for large growth opportunities. Now, this is also their strength in as much as they can withstand volatility in their businesses more efficiently than the mid or small cap counterparts. They have large cash or credit facilities, and large caps also logically have better corporate governance norms than the small and mid caps. So in that sense, what you say is right. Large caps are the defenses, at least for the time being.
Right. Apart from that as well, overall in terms of stock-specific action, if we start off with, the auto space as well, right now, in terms of auto sales numbers as well, a pretty strong momentum that we are seeing. But staying with the two-wheeler space, great momentum coming in with regards to Bajaj Auto as well. Overall, the stock is up almost 11 to 12% in the last 6 trading sessions. And since recent close of around 2,705, the stock is up almost 13 to 13.5%. Now, if an investor has to select between a Hero Moto, a Bajaj Auto, Eicher Motors or a TVS to play the three-wheeler as well as the two-wheeler game, which one would you pick out of these?
Yeah, in terms of valuations, we are more comfortable with Bajaj and Hero Motors. Bajaj for the month of June had reported very excellent numbers. Domestic motorcycle sales were up some 86% year on year versus 29% in May. Of course, last June there was this base effect of GST. But even if you remove that base effect, the 2-year CAGR in the motorcycle sales is almost 9% in June. It also reported very excellent growth in exports, which is 44% up year on year in June. So net taking in exposure to three-wheelers as well as two-wheeler motorcycles in the domestic markets and the growing export markets when the rupee is weakening, I think Bajaj is a good play. Of course, it has run up a bit, so now the upside potential may be a little limited, but on dips, I think you can look at it.
Right, so a Bajaj Auto that we could look at in terms of buy on dips kind of a thing, because if you see the current PE is trading at around 18.8 times and a similar PE as well with regards to 1 year forward as well. But Deepak, what is the key rationale with regards to where Bajaj Auto is concerned? From a fundamental perspective, what are the key triggers we could be watching out for?
Yeah, basically Bajaj Auto is the second largest motorcycle manufacturer in India with a market share of more than 10%. They are present in all motorcycle segments and they have a very big presence in the export markets. They are also the largest three-wheeler manufacturer with more than 60% market share in India. So all this put together in a time when the rural markets are supposed to do well, when the monsoons are expected to do well and when elections are ahead of us, Bajaj remains a prime beneficiary of the rural spending.
Okay, so that a primary beneficiary with regards to rural spending as well. Currently, if you go to see, majority of the brokerages have a target price in the range of say 2,800 on the lower side, but on the upside you still have a 3,395 as well as a 3,360. What's the kind of target, Deepak, that we could see with regards to Bajaj Auto from a 1 year perspective, as well as if someone has to hold a Bajaj Auto from a longer term perspective to be a part of the portfolio, say 3 to 5 years, what's the kind of upside that we could see on this counter?
Yeah, we have a target of 3350, which is about 18 times FY20 earnings.
Okay.
And